So, I've been having a pretty annoying problem with this car. And when I say me, I mean my passengers' bare feet. And when I say me, I mean my passengers, especially when they wear sandals. Because as I'm driving in the SLK, accelerating along the road, there are just a few dribbles of water getting into the passenger footwell. And the carpet right now is dry, but whenever it rains, especially heavily, water, it seems to be trickling down right at the bottom there on my passenger's feet. So what could this be? Well, after talking to a few windscreen people to see how much it would cost to get this windscreen replaced, in the region of about £400 from where I am, one person advised me that it is very unlikely to be this windscreen as it is bonded in the whole way around. And the windscreens on the convertibles especially add rigidity to the chassis. So, if it's not that, what is it? I thought it would be a good idea to have a look at the cabin air filter, which I have not yet changed on this car. And I'm seeing a screw loose here. And you can see in there some insulation and I think some more water. So, I think we should get this down.
Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align.
Looking at the air filter lid, you can see that there is definitely some trapped moisture in here, as well as a lot of filth. Yeah, that is absolutely sodden. If I can get it out.
Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive.
So I'm going to have an inspection from this side just to see what's going on there, if there's any obvious signs of water ingress. But I just wanted to point out the fact that Mercedes in this era used screws on the cowl cover, which I very, very much appreciate, not having to deal with those really bad plastic clips that you have to pop off. So I finally got the wipers off and I used a pair of mole grips and I just gripped them from underneath, put the bolt on top and squeezed the wiper off with the mole grip. And there we have it. So that trick did work an absolute treat, but I did just get a face of W40, but I'm glad they're off. Overall, it does look pretty good in here. There are, though, a few drains which do look a little bit blocked, but I'm going to have to get some water to test it out. You can see how if this has too much rainfall and there's leaves blocking it, it can spill over into this side and then possibly into the air filter over there. But the good news is I do not think it is my windscreen which is leaking. On the other side, it's a similar story. Perhaps not as bad. The drain is a little bit clogged, but anything on this side shouldn't really affect that side, as there are drains in the middle as well. And here is one of the middle drains, and underneath at the bottom is the other. As you can see, as I pour the water on the left hand side of your screen, it has nowhere to go and just sits there. So when I accelerated, it would go into the cabin air intake just above it, and down through the filter and drip onto my passenger's feet. Whereas on the right, it disappears relatively quickly down the drain hose to the bottom of the car. So after having a good feel around and a good clean out in here, I learned that this flap valve coming from this side here is actually a one-way, and the water, when it sits here, can push this valve open to exit from this side. So I'm going to give this one more rinse out, one more water test, and hopefully that should be good to go. It does still look a little bit disgusting in there. It's pretty hard to get all of the dirt out just because of the location of it. This would probably be a little bit easier if you had the wing off, but not by that much because there's still metal protruding out. As always, thank you so much for watching and making it all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing and like the video. Stay tuned because I've got some really exciting content about the cam cover and changing the spark plug tube seals. So I'll see you again soon.